Somewhere in the ocean's darkest depths, a creature exists that refuses to die of old age. Scientists call it biologically immortal. It isn't science fiction. It isn't a myth passed down through legend. This animal is real, and it's swimming in our oceans right now. And it's not alone. Across the planet, 10 extraordinary animals have found ways to cheat time itself, defying the biological clock that governs everything else alive. Some reverse their own aging, some regenerate organs, some simply seem to forget how to die. By the end of this video, you'll question everything you know about mortality. Death is supposed to be universal. Every living thing ages, weakens, and eventually fades. But nature, it turns out, has quietly broken its own rules. In hidden corners of the natural world, evolution built creatures that sidestep the aging process entirely. Their secrets are only now being understood by scientists. We're about to meet them, one by one, starting with the strangest of them all. A creature so bizarre, it can turn back into a baby. Let's begin where immortality was first discovered, in the tiniest, most unassuming animal in the sea. Meet the immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii. Barely the size of a fingernail, this translucent creature holds one of nature's greatest secrets. When injured, starved, or dying, it doesn't simply perish like other animals. Instead, it collapses its entire body and starts over from scratch. Its cells transform back into their earliest stage of life, essentially rewinding its own biological age. Scientists call this process transdifferentiation. In theory, it can repeat this cycle forever. Birth, death, rebirth endlessly, making it the only known animal capable of true biological immortality. But immortal doesn't mean invincible. Predators, disease, and the ocean itself can still end its life. It simply doesn't die from old age. If this jellyfish can rewrite the rules of aging, what other secrets is nature hiding beneath the surface? The next creature might surprise you even more. Deep in freshwater ponds and streams lives a creature so small you could miss it entirely, yet it may never age a single day. This is the hydra, a tube-shaped animal made almost entirely of stem cells that constantly renew and replace themselves indefinitely. Cut a hydra in half, and it won't die. Instead, each half regrows into a complete, fully functioning animal within days. Researchers have studied hydras for over a decade and found no measurable increase in their death rate as they age. Biologically, time seems to stand still. If a creature this simple can defy aging, what does that mean for animals far more complex? The ocean holds an even stranger example. Beneath rocky coastlines, hidden in dark crevices, lives an animal famous on dinner plates, but far stranger than anyone realizes. The lobster doesn't slow down, weaken, or lose fertility with age. In fact, older lobsters often grow stronger and more fertile over time. Their secret lies in an enzyme called telomerase, which continuously repairs the tips of their DNA strands, the very thing that causes human cells to age. While human cells stop repairing themselves after a certain point, lobsters keep producing this enzyme throughout their entire lives, indefinitely. So why don't lobsters live forever? Because growth itself becomes deadly. Their shells eventually can't keep up with their expanding bodies. Molting takes enormous energy, and eventually exhaustion, infection, or a failed molt becomes their true cause of death, not aging itself. Aging isn't always the enemy. Sometimes survival depends on something else entirely, as our next creature proves in the most extreme way imaginable. This next animal can survive being frozen, boiled, dried out completely, and even blasted into the vacuum of outer space. Meet the tardigrade, also known as the water bear, a microscopic creature that may be the most indestructible animal on Earth. When conditions turn deadly, tardigrades enter a state called cryptobiosis, shutting down their metabolism almost entirely and essentially pausing life itself. They can remain this way for decades. Then, when water returns, they simply wake up and continue living as if no time passed at all. In 2007, tardigrades were sent into space, exposed to radiation and zero pressure. Astonishingly, many survived and later reproduced normally, If a creature this small can outlast the harshest conditions in the universe, imagine what's possible for animals built on an entirely different scale. Underground, in the dry soil of East Africa, lives a wrinkled, nearly hairless rodent that defies everything we thought we knew about aging mammals. The naked mole rat can live up to 30 years, nearly 10 times longer than similarly sized rodents, without developing cancer or losing fertility. Their cells resist tumors almost completely, and their bodies show little change in health or strength between youth and old age. Scientists studying their genes hope to unlock the secret to human longevity, believing this strange creature could hold answers to fighting cancer itself. From the desert underground to the coldest waters on Earth, our next animal takes longevity to a scale that seems almost impossible to believe. In the freezing waters of the Arctic, a massive predator swims slowly through the dark, carrying centuries of history within its ancient body. This is the Greenland shark, believed to live between 300 and 500 years, making it the longest living vertebrate known to science. Some individuals alive today may have been swimming these waters since before the United States even existed as a nation. Scientists determined their age using the lens of their eyes, which grow in layers, much like rings inside an ancient tree. The shark grows barely a centimeter per year, meaning its slow, patient life may be the very key to its remarkable longevity. But even 500 years feels short compared to what's waiting beneath the ocean floor, hidden inside a shell most people would overlook completely. Buried in the sandy seabed off the coast of Iceland, scientists once discovered a clam unlike any other creature on the planet. Nicknamed Ming, this ocean quahog clam was later confirmed to be 507 years old when researchers counted its growth rings. It had been alive since the year 1499, quietly growing on the ocean floor, while entire empires rose and crumbled above the waves. Tragically, scientists had to kill the clam to accurately determine its age, ending 5 centuries of life in a single moment of discovery. Its secret to longevity lies in an extremely slow metabolism and remarkable resistance to oxidative stress, the same damage that ages human cells. From the ocean floor to the open sea, our next animal doesn't just survive centuries. It thrives while carrying weapons buried deep inside its body. The bowhead whale can live over 200 years, and hunters have found centuries-old harpoon tips still embedded in their thick blubber. These ancient weapons, some dating back to the 1800s, serve as living proof of just how long these gentle giants can survive. Scientists studying their DNA found unique genetic mutations that repair damaged cells efficiently and dramatically reduce their risk of cancer. While Greenland sharks move at a whisper's pace, bowhead whales roam vast oceans for centuries, aging slower than almost any mammal alive. But size and slowness aren't the only paths to immortality. Sometimes the smallest and simplest creatures hide the most shocking secrets of all. In freshwater streams and ponds lives a flatworm capable of something that sounds almost impossible, regenerating a brand new brain from nothing. Cut a planarian flatworm into pieces, and every single piece can regrow into a complete, fully functioning worm within just weeks. Scientists have cut them into hundreds of fragments, and remarkably, nearly every piece survived and regenerated into a whole new organism. Their stem cells never stop dividing, essentially making the flatworm biologically ageless, with no detectable decline in health over time. If a worm can rebuild its entire body from a single fragment, what happens when an animal doesn't have a body plan at all? In the freezing waters of Antarctica, scientists discovered something growing on the ocean floor that shouldn't be able to survive this long. It's a glass sponge, and researchers estimate some individuals may be over 10,000 years old, older than the pyramids themselves. Living in extreme cold with almost no nutrients, these sponges grow so slowly that time barely seems to touch them at all. With virtually no predators, no need to reproduce quickly, and almost no metabolic stress, they may represent nature's closest thing to true stillness. 10 creatures. 10 completely different strategies for cheating death. But one question remains far more important than any of them individually. What do they all have in common? Every single one of these animals sacrificed something else in exchange for their extraordinary longevity. The jellyfish sacrifices complexity. The lobster risks death through molting. The sponge gave up speed, size, and nearly all mobility entirely. Immortality, it seems, always comes with a trade-off. Nature never gives endless life away for free, not even to its strangest creations. And here's the part that changes everything scientists thought they knew. These animals aren't rare exceptions hidden at the edges of biology. They're being studied right now in labs around the world, specifically because their genetic secrets might extend human life itself. Researchers have already identified genes from naked mole rats and bowhead whales linked directly to cancer resistance in human cell studies. The immortal jellyfish's cellular transformation is now being studied as a potential blueprint for reversing damage in aging human tissue. What once sounded like science fiction, animals cheating death itself, is quietly becoming one of the most serious fields in modern medicine. Somewhere between a 500-year-old clam and a jellyfish that refuses to age, nature has been hiding the blueprint for survival all along. We spend our lives searching for answers to aging in laboratories and pharmacies, when the truth may have been swimming beside us the entire time. 10 animals, 10 secrets, and somewhere in their ancient, patient bodies, the future of human life may already be quietly waiting to be understood.